When I opened the box, that was a personal experience. Usually, I get myself opening the box, like the cutting the tape on it, but that was too much of an experience. I bought the item, so I cut the tape on it. So unfortunately, you didn't get to see me cut the tape. Yeah, I start driving next month, my e-bike. On the e-bike, right? Because I face a lot of jealousy or whatever. A lot of people try to. Actually, the next door neighbor had her e-bike stolen. So, and they're gonna find whoever did that. Because it puts my e-bike at risk. Now people think, oh, it's so easy to steal an e-bike. I mean, it's not. Not mine. Maybe hers, but not mine. But I know they'll try it, and I'll be ready for them. Try me. I already lost an iPhone, dude. Once I lose one iPhone, I start putting the defenses up. Big time. I got that new big mossy oak survival knife. I got my 22. Somebody stole my iPhone. That's unbelievable. Actually, I know who did it. Mike Buddy, obviously. There's no one else that could have. It's impossible. I had that phone in even the shelter system, and it never got stolen. What's that? Shelter London. I had that in the goddamn emergency shelter in London, and it didn't even get stolen. And then it got stolen here. This place is really nice, but we have a couple pretty bad characters or whatever. Pretty bad characters. I'm one of the more successful ones. Like this, I already got my e-bike and all that. People are just catching up to my e-bike. I'm already moving on, and they think they've caught up to the e-bike, and I'm standing there like, "Hey, bud, it's the SSPD. Put your hands up. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to the jail." That's how hard, I mean, ahead I am. My bike has three, four alarms on it. It's got 10 chains, thick, very expensive. I had donations for this to make sure that nobody in the entire area would be able to steal my bike. I had big time millionaire donations. People with a lot of money or whatever that could spare the money or whatever, they made sure that it's got so much anti-theft stuff on it that it would be almost literally impossible to carry out any sort of theft on it. It would have, But the lady that lost her e-bike, she only had one chain on it. Where I learned about bike theft was downtown Toronto. I bought a $20 bike. Somebody was sell. All right, love you. Somebody was selling bikes in Toronto, and I was like, "Hey, I'll buy it." It was $20. So I said, "Okay, I'll buy it." It wasn't one of these city bikes. It was just a normal bike. And then I found a post, and I had a buddy from the shelter, and I said, "Look at this bike I just bought for $20." And he goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, blah blah blah." So I find one of these railings in front of the shelter, what have you. Actually, it's a famous shelter, Maxwell Megan Shelter. It's like, and I think I put it to one of these beams somewhere around in front of the shelter there. Yeah, one of these ones, exact ones. Actually, in real life, this is the exact building it was in front of in Toronto. It was like either this one or the one just behind it. And there was a little white guy that was my friend that went to also was living at the shelter. I mean, living at the shelter. I used to live here for I think 1 or 2 months. I thought it was going to be for years. And it just so happened I got out of there after 1 or 2 months. Anyway, I was living there, downtown Toronto. So I bought that $20 bike and I put it there. It was gone. Actually, I went to the Dollar General or whatever right next door, and I bought a bike lock. There's a Dollar General or a Dollarama right next door. I swear to God, I lived here. This place is like hardcore different for me. I don't know. It's like hardcore homeless. If you're hardcore homeless, like you don't have anywhere else to go, you don't have anywhere to stay, like you're homeless. You got to go that. Well, you don't have to, but you have no choice. It gets so cold out and all that, and they got food and all that. And I stayed in one of these rooms. Actually, this shelter's really pretty nice. This shelter's really pretty nice, you know. It's crazy how it is, eh? Like, I had never seen anything like this. I had always heard about the jail system and then the shelter system and the halfway house and yada yada. And man, I had to go through it after I got out of jail. But I loved everything I learned. I don't remember this area. This might be in one of those different upstairs rooms or whatever I heard about. Ooh, what happened right there? Anyway, my bike was it's a busy area. I can't believe I stayed there. Actually, I'd award them the cleanest bed for all the rooms or whatever when it comes to their general population room or whatever. I don't know how you call it. Like their general open room or whatever that you go in. They had like it was the cleanest air because they have these really nice ventilation system with the air conditioning, and then they had a pretty nice clean bed. In London, man, their shelter beds were like freaking disgusting dirty. I think Toronto gets a lot more grants and money and all that when it comes to. See, there was a lot more food over there in Toronto. There's tons of food. Anyways, but yeah, somebody stole. I'll see if I can get a video of that. Somebody stole the neighbor's bike. E-bike actually too. It's not even just a bike. It was an e-bike, but it wasn't an e-bike like mine. Mine's the Tau Gemini, the big one. Mine's the Tau Gemini, the big one, and everything. And something like this, that's mine or whatever. Um, it was one of these ones that got stolen, like a bicycle e-bike. I can't believe she left it out. It's like she was give. It's like it was a free giveaway. She gave it away for free. It was a free giveaway. I worked really hard. I worked really hard to make sure. Well, everyone else laughed at me. Everyone else did deviant things to me or anything. I just stayed focused on my goal, and that's how I got my e-bike with all the security and everything on. With all the security and all that, you know. Yeah, they just rolled up, popped her one chain, took the bike.